I was at the theater on a recommendation. 12-shirt monologue. You simply have to go. And I had been sure to arrive in the bar early enough to be recognized, but I wasn't. So I was at a corner table reading the text of the play I had purchased and drinking red wine. When we called to take our seats for the performance, I put on a bright pink suit jacket with the words, "I am famous," emblazoned with a matching bright pink top hat, insisting an usher escort me to my front row seat, apologizing profusely and explaining that I was a famous writer and really did not want to draw attention to myself. Before the lights dimmed, the woman next to me glanced disapprovingly at my outfit. "I can't hear or see anything over my ego," I told her loudly, adding, "Never trust anyone with a beard. You can't see their whole face." The play began with a violent struggle, a door bursting open, a nightclub bouncer struggling with an imaginary opponent, ejecting him from the premises. The fight became bloody, the bouncer raining blows at the guy. We all throw punches at ghosts, I thought. The problem is there's no one there. And the play was a monologue, the story of a frightened, violent man trapped inside his own mentality, working in a job that forced him to be violent, a never-ending circle of hell. The bouncer arrested, the guy he assaulted, dying. The big revelation? Punching people in the face is moronic. Why spend 10 years doing it hundreds of times, over and over then? Because of ego? Because you're addicted to the attention? The approval? The community standing? The social cash? It was an hour-long justification for kicking an already unconscious man 12 times in the head. Was it self-realization or self-abandonment? Were people allowed to think opposing thoughts anymore? It was so much easier to decide one thing was true and defend it to the death. And the play went big on its final message, the playwright pulling back the screen on himself. Identity was not set in stone. A man frightened of violence could survive hundreds of violent encounters. A weak person could become strong. If the play showed anything, it was a guy pretending to be someone he wasn't. Every line of dialogue sounded fake in his mouth. Every punch he threw was an act of self-betrayal. Every time he forced himself to be violent, he abandoned himself. This was a man with no idea who he was, celebrated, enabled, normalized by the environment around him. Super cool music played as I walked back onto the street, heading for the Tube, then the art gallery, and way ho. Pretend Mr. Nice by the evil, amoral, grifting bastards.